Hi all, I hope you are fine. So today I want to make uh, one video on the interview series for Cisco Viptela, and the topic which I have thought for the discussion today is control connection, right? So if anyone asks you in an interview about if you're going for any Viptela interview and they will ask you for the control connection, so control connections is very important in Viptela, right? Because in the control Viptela control connection, you have the control connection from VH, you have a control connection to your vSmart, okay. Then you have the control connection to your vBond, and then you have the control connection to your vManage. And this is basically the tunnel is DTLS, data. Uh, this is on UDP, okay, and then there is a TLS connection as well, that is on TCP. So normally you use this DTLS and the protocol is underlay protocol is UDP in case of DTP, and the port number is on DTLS is UDP 123456. 123456 is used for DTLS connection, and if you want to use TCP, then TLS works on TCP, and the port which need to be opened in case you have your your connection is going through firewall, the port is 12366, right? So in any SD-WAN, first of all, you check your control connection. So SD-WAN control connection is the first amount to check your control connection. Now let me explain this in some detail, right? So that you should aware how to check and where to check, right? So let's say if I have two device in my network, we have VH1, I have VH2, okay, and in this VH we have one internet connection. Let's say we have internet connection. This is public internet. We have secondary internet connection. This is called, let's say we have private internet connection. Okay. Then we have TLOC. So we have done TLOC extension. We have one interface M0 by 0, and then we have given one TLOC, one sub interface, another different TLOC, another sub interface. So this is a physical interface. We have divided this physical interface into sub interface, one for this uh, this bridge internet, right? Bridge internet we are extending because this bridge internet is terminating on cEdge1 on VPN 0. This is your interface. So you are extending this bridge internet connection to this VH. So total number of connection, right? If I will do so as a DWAN control connection, so my router will should show connection to vSmart on public internet from router 1 and private internet both, because I have two circuit, one on this router, one on this router, right? But I am extending the services on both the router. So I have vSmart as a control connection from should be vEdge1. So vEdge1 will have two connections, one from public transport, one from private transport. Similarly, vBond, we have two connections, one from public, one from private. And then we have vManage as well. It all depends whether we want to keep it on public or private. It all depends, right? But vSmart will have two connections from primary, is from the primary router, two connections from secondary router, total four connections we have, control connection we have from this site, right? From primary router, again I'm writing it down, from primary router means from vEdge1, I have two connections. Secondary vEdge, again I have two connections. So total four connections I have from this site, right? So what is the command to check the control connection? Let me write it down. And if anyone asks you in the interview that how you check the control connection, so let me write the command for you. So the command will be, so SD-WAN control connection. First command, in case you want to check what went wrong. So SD-WAN control connection history to check what happened since when this connection is down. And the last command is so SD-WAN control local properties. So this three important command is there. Okay, if you want to, if you let's say if you have control connection through firewall, so in this command you will get the firewall public IP as well. If you want, I can explain in detail. If you give me, post me the comment that please explain this command in detail, I will make a separate video. But for troubleshooting purpose, these three commands are important. So it should be up. If you check, it should be up, right? Let's say if this is in correct state, or let's say in tear down state. Tear down means the connection went up and then it uh, get reset. So it is tear down. So this these are the issues that need to be checked and that need to be fixed from you. So it should be always up from vSmart. It should be always up from for the vBond. It will authenticate for the first time, and then the connection will be tear down. vBond will be not up always, and vManage should also be up. The most important thing is vSmart because from the vSmart you receive all the routes, means the OMP routes, the T-lock, right? So in case your control connection is down, so you have an issue in the SD-WAN fabric. So now in this video, I will ask you, I will tell you that what need to be checked, right? Right from the scratch in case your control connection is down. So let me write down each and everything on the on this screen itself, and then you have to answer this in your interview, right? So first of all, I will write it down for transport connectivity issue. What need to be checked? Transport connectivity issue. What need to be checked from your side? So first of all, check any ISP outage. Means you are able to reach your ISP in case your control connection is down or there is a packet loss. then that this need to be checked. There is any MTU issue or MSS issue. MTU is maximum transmission rate. MSS is maximum segment size, which is causing DTLS packet drop. Packet drop. This way you find once you take the packet capture. Okay. So MTU and MSS also need to be checked in case of your packet down. Your control connection is down. Any asymmetric routing, you are well aware that asymmetric routing also can cause this issue. So asymmetric routing can be also the issue. Any if there is a firewall, you need to check the any firewall blocking. I have already told you that firewall blocking should not be there. This UDP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 port need to be opened, and then TCP. What port I told you in TCP 1, 2, 3, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6, 6. This port need to be open, right? So firewall blocking also you need to check. The after this transport correction issue, the second thing which might you need to check, right, is your port block. So this is again the same thing, but I want to tell you in detail the port and protocol block. So if there is a firewall protocol block, you need to tell them that I want to open. This is my source IP. Source IP. This is my source port. Source port should be always random, right? So let's say the source IP is the public. Let's say private IP 192 x dot x dot 1. Then that source IP and the destination IP is your vSmart IP. Maybe it should be in cloud or at data center. This would be your vSmart IP, and the destination port is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In case of UDP, in case of TCP, it is 1, 2, 3, 6, 6. So some source NAT need to be done. Source NAT because your this private IP need to change to the public IP. So this is your policy should be there on the firewall. So you make sure that your firewall should have the uh, correct means NATing, right? And the port should be enabled. There's a certification should be valid. Certificate and authentication issue you need to check. Make sure that your certificate is not expired and your authentication there is no authentication issues as well. That it also need to be checked because every device the chassis number and the SUDI number is should be in vManage, right? Well before the device is onboarded. So these things also need to be checked as well, right? And the device should be authorized in your vManage, right? This is very important. What else apart from this? Anything else you need to check? Let me tell you something more, right? Fourth, let me change this. Fourth is your, no, this is not fourth, this is third. Organization, org, and system setting. This can also cause your control connection down, means make sure that you have the correct system IP. The system IP should not be wrong. You should have correct site ID So this should not be there, right? It should be correct. So make sure that it's not wrong, right? It should be have correct organization ID. Organization name should be also correct. Otherwise, the control connection will not come up, right? It should have wrong vBond IP. So make sure that it should always correct, right? So that then only your control connection will be up, right? So the fourth point is organization and system setting. You need to check. The fourth point is control plane management, control plane component problem, right? What it means? It means that your vBond should be reachable. Means you need to ping and trace. vBond is reachable. Your vSmart should be reachable, right? That also you need to check. That is also important part. Okay. Routing should be fine, right? There is no issue in the routing. So vBond, vSmart, vManage should be reachable. That also you need to check. What else? A- Apart from this, you need to check your DTLS and TLS mode, right? DTLS and TLS means that you should have DTLS tunnel on both sides. If one side have DTLS tunnel and different side have TLS tunnel, then again it will have issue with the your control connection. Then there is a routing issue you need to check. You you make sure that your prefixes control prefixes are correctly correctly advertised, right? So that then only it will be reachable, right? A default route should be there. Default route should be there. Should be there. The T lock should be resolved correctly. Resolved correctly. Then you need to check your QS means your DSCP CS6 should be allowed on the ISP side because your control connection traffic will be on DSCP 48. So this should be allowed, right? In case it will get dropped, then your control connection will also get dropped. So your QoS policy should also you need to check, right? What else? So this is the important thing that whenever should be asked in an interview about the control connection, you need to make sure that these should be important, right? So this is what I'm suggesting from my side because in any interview, if they will ask control connection issue, right? So you need to tell them that these are the important things which I will check from my side, right? I hope you will like this video. And my name is Abhishek Anand, and you are watching this video on my YouTube channel. And do visit my website, netguruanand.com, and do like, subscribe, and forward this to your friend and colleague who are interested for Viptela SD-WAN and let me know on which topic you want me to prepare the next video. Thank you in advance. Bye.